respect to someone or to one group of people, you know.
When someone judges someone based on their skin, and just like assumes that they're different.
Racism to me is when people make fun of other people of different race, ethnicity, wherever it is, and they're actually serious about it.
Racism is ignorance in the fact that people believe stereotypes to a certain degree where they live through the stereotypes.
I believe racism is a form of ideology where you feel that your particular ethnic group or culture is superior to another.
I think when one race thinks they're superior to another race.
Being stuck in the same like racial group for a long time and then like going outside of it.
So I guess it's just where they're raised, probably, like where they were born, where they grew up.
Hatred.
Ignorance. If you have not been outside of your four walls, then you don't understand what other people go through.
I believe that it's institutionalized. A lot of things that happen that are considered racist are things that people learn at an early age. As a child, you soak everything up like a sponge. So if you're in an environment where a racist ideology is institutionalized, then you're gonna pick that up. You know, so
I think a lot of racism is basically ignorance. Ignorance and stereotypes.
I do it all the time. I mean, I talk with an Indian accent on purpose sometimes. I make fun of curry. It's cool. I'm just joking though.
Maybe jokes about your own race, but not about other races.
It's not that much of a big deal, and you know, I joke about my race myself, the stereotypical brown person.
Yeah, I think it's okay, like, to make jokes about your own race.
I'm gonna contradict myself because I make jokes about my race all the time, but I don't feel that I know it's not right though. I know it's not right because once you start making jokes about your race, as soon as that gives other people the right to make jokes about your race too, because it's not fair for you to block somebody off of what you're saying.
Okay, when I first came here, I wasn't used to all this, you know, these remarks about other races, but now it's been over a semester and I think I've settled down. You know, gotten used to it.
As long as the jokes don't affect me, don't relate to me, then I'm fine. But
Racial slurs, no. Jokes, depends on how much I know them, actually.
Not racial slurs, but if you're good friends with them, I think you can get away with it.
yeah, it all depends on the context of the situation. If you're in a setting where you feel comfortable with the people around you and you know the people around you, it depends on the situation.
It's different when you're playing around and you're not ignorant to the situation, but if you say a racial slur or a racial joke and you're ignorant to the situation, now it's offensive.
yeah, sometimes. If you step into a court, like all black people, and it's just one Asian little kid stand over there, try to play with them, they all laugh at you and will never ever pass the ball to you.
To be honest, there aren't that many racial issues on campus, not that I've seen so far.
Well, housing is kind of like our FARP are more racially diverse than the six-pack.
The only racial issue I see is FAR and PAR and how every African American and Asian ends up here. Even me, who I didn't request living anywhere near here.
The unwillingness to want to communicate, to open up the lines of communications between ethnicities. Cross-cultural communication is something that this campus lacks very seriously.
If you were to walk into a lunchroom, you will see a group of 15 white guys, a group of 15 black guys, a group of 16 Asians, a group of 15 Middle Easterns. And there's no diversity. As much diversity in different races and cultures I just named, they're going to be segregated to their own.
But yeah, it's definitely been a different experience because living with these people is different than just like hanging out around them. It's just getting to know them on a more personal level because you get to live with them and get to know them, like get to know what they do every day in their lives. It's really something everyone should experience at least once.
Well, it helps a lot. It helps a lot, definitely. It helped me to learn how to talk with other people, how to talk with different people, and how to fit into the groups. Definitely.
They have improved, but not that much. I think sometimes people just hide it. They don't want to be known as a person who's a racist.
On the surface, everything is good. We don't know what people say behind closed doors. That's the problem. We are making changes, but we're not there.
They've improved, but there's always room for more improvement.
I think they have improved in some venues. And there are some people, there are some groups of people who are still set in their ways.
Like I said, there's still a lot of room for improvement, but come a long way,
I don't know, creating society, diverse societies.
Be more open now.
Just living with them, getting to know them on a personal level, you know?
This, living in a diverse environment.
People are actually open and take the time to get to know somebody or a particular group. They might not have such racist opinions.
Really, all race is an organizer. It's a title that's been institutionalized in our society. It's like you said, a social construct that gives us a reason to believe that we're different from one another. And if you can break down that social construct and show people that we're similar, regardless of what our background or ethnicity is, then that will take away a lot of the problems that we see on this campus and in the world.